Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock an FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on another team from the ACC, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the UCF Knights offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Looking for room, it's Gage. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Brown will throw it, trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he missed. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Got a lot of running room. The 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll try it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Brown. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Line gets set. First down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Used the play fake. Now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Brown wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Makes the grab. It's Pittman. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. They started this drive in great field position, now needing to convert on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Brown will throw it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch down the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, UCF! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball.
He's loose. He's at the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Kentucky right back to the line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in second and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field, but check that one out. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. It's complete, and he's knocked down. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and give...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They're trying to get to it. He's got it. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last completion has him set up, second and short. Brown wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the right. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking the play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Gets away from one. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. On the ground, it's Watkins. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward. What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Not all DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
On the move, it's Watkins. Not much there. To the 22.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Oh, look out! And he'll race it! To try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run?
Nothing but green ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Takes a hit as he fires. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score, and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Lets it fly. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. Good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Pittman. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play but just couldn't find anybody open.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to escape and get it himself. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The Knights want to move quickly. Brown wants to pass. It's complete. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. The Knights have this offense rolling. Going up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, UCF! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Richardson. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct. Don't take the sack. Don't get a negative play. But if I can be aggressive, Palmer, I'm still trying to go to the end zone.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Kentucky.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, Dave